Alright guys, so this Diddy case is heating up even worse because the feds just announced that they're releasing a list of names of all the perpetrators of all these rich and powerful people that help Diddy in all types of freaky activities. The DA and the prosecutors say that they have all the names, addresses of bankers, pharmaceutical companies, record label execs, and other celebrities. I'm talking big celebrities that they say are even more famous than Puffy. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy right now. They said that they about to blow the lid off of all the rich people who participated of baby oil activities. And today we getting into all the footage, all the paperwork, and all the evidence that's available to show y'all how all the rich people who helped Diddy is getting exposed. And you'll never guess whose name is on that list. It's being exposed that the tapes that were found in Diddy's mansion that was seized by the FBI has somehow made it to the streets. That's right, somebody selling the Diddy tapes on the streets of explicit footage of pornographic nature that some high-profile people, some that are even more famous than Diddy, has been caught on camera. And one of the lawyers on the case is coming out and she telling it all.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
What?
So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up.
Say that again, baby.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really?
Whoa.
And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video was graphic in nature.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, Diddy. And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped.
So they
it doesn't
didn't know.
seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
But Diddy knew this day was coming. He already knew because he even said himself that he predicted that the police would be locking him up for his freaky parties.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying?
But now, the moment of truth is here because the feds are now announcing a list of major celebrities, billionaires, millionaires, and rich folk who is a part of P. Diddy's little coven, working behind the scenes, allowing certain things to happen, and facilitating these freaky events. These feds have the list of all the rich people who helped P. Diddy, and they're announcing it right now.
Thinking or hoping, or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're gonna make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're gonna name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing.
Uh-oh.
And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
They cook.
I call them the facilitators of foul play, willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior.
Ooh.
I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave.
This Diddy situation is bigger than rap. They are clearly saying that it's politicians involved in these tapes, it's celebrities involved in these tapes, it's bankers involved in these tapes, even big pharmaceutical companies are involved in these tapes, man. Look, Diddy had the who's who of Hollywood. He had a bunch of rich and powerful people coming to these parties. Y'all already seen it. It was only a matter of time with Diddy reportedly having hidden cameras all over his mansion, recording all the activities. Eventually, one of your favorite celebrities was gonna get caught smashing on camera. Look, it was inevitable. It's a lot of rich people who don't want these tapes to come out. This situation is looking like a black version of the Jeff Epstein situation, where there was a bunch of rich billionaires and rich millionaires doing some nasty things behind the scenes. But the difference is Diddy caught it on camera. I mean, look, the baby oil activities was happening and they caught by the feds right now. The feds are saying that they about to announce more cases and announce more high profile names that's bigger than P. Diddy. And so it gets you to wondering, who's on this list? You can only really guess by all the celebrities y'all seen pop up at the parties, by the people y'all seen standing on the show that he did business with all through the years. Now, people have their idea of who they think is on that tape, but until the feds announce it, we just gonna have to guess. You really could just speculate at this point, but the feds are sure that they dropping these names, and it reminds me of what Cat Williams said, y'all. Cat Williams told y'all that it was a cabal, it was a secret society, it was a consortium. That's what Cat Williams said. Cat Williams also said in 2024, a lot of stuff was gonna be uncovered. And man, it is prophetically coming true at this point. These are very dark and scary times, and it's not just hip hop that's gonna suffer from this. Politicians, big pharmaceutical companies, Hollywood executives, all of the elites are in trouble right now. All the rich and powerful people who thought they was invincible are realizing they ain't invincible. And we about to see what names is gonna be uncovered, man. I'm gonna keep y'all updated as much as I can. I told y'all I was gonna keep y'all updated. This story is getting crazier and crazier every single day. And if you haven't seen my latest video, click right here to find out how Aiden Ross' life may be in danger by some Kendrick Lamar goons, all because of Drake. I'll catch y'all in the next one.